Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something a bit different. I'm really excited about this because I put this out on a vote on Instagram and I got 100% yes answer to this. Do you want to see what I bought on Vinted and hear my thoughts on those purchases and my experience with Vinted? Everybody said yes. So without further ado, guys, let's talk about Vinted. Hi Doris. So if you're not in the UK and if you don't have Vinted abroad, basically Vinted is a website that sells pre-loved clothing and it's only for clothing. So eBay will sell anything, but Vinted is specifically at fashion. So I tend to buy my stuff new, obviously like most people do, and I don't know why, because Vinted, in my experience so far, has been incredible. So let me backtrack on how I discovered it. So I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff, and there was a podcast called Luana, the podcast, that I listened to religiously, and they were talking about Vinted on there, and there's a Facebook group for the group of people that listen to Luana, and everybody posts these funny stories about Vinted and stuff they've bought and issues they've had with people and stuff. And it probably didn't sell it to me much, but I thought, oh, anyway, it must have gone in the back of my head somewhere. Then I had a thought. I have these random thoughts. I'm on Pinterest a lot, and I have these random thoughts. I'm flicking through Pinterest at night, like outfits and outfit inspo. And things that kept coming up were things with leopard print boots. And I was like, oh, I'd love a pair of leopard print boots. Let me look. So I Google search leopard print boots UK. The cheapest I could find in a shop were £120. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not spending that on something that is kind of gimmicky and like a bit fun. So I thought, let me have a look on Vinted. I found loads of pairs of leopard print boots, all different stores, different conditions and stuff like that. The pair that I purchased, and I've had these now for about a month and a half, so I've worn them quite a bit, were originally from Topshop, and they were mid-heel, my kind of style, ankle boot. I wanted a specific type of leopard print because leopard print can look tacky or it can look decent, so I wanted a specific print. And so handy that people often put on that they wear what they're selling, which for me I find really, really helpful. Anyway, these boots were Topshop boots, so probably full price from the shop would have been around 65 to 80 quid. I got these boots for £6.50 delivered. £5 full price, £6.50 delivered to my local petrol station. And I was just like, excuse me, how's this possible? So I bought them because they said excellent condition, the photos were perfect, and I was like, well, if they suck, I can send them back if there's something really wrong with them. When I got them, guys, they were perfect. Look at them, they're fabulous. And like I said, I've worn them, but like they were, I mean, to look at them, really, really new looking. So after that, obviously, I was kind of down the little rabbit hole of, ooh, what can we look at next? And then I fell down the rabbit hole hard and I went blazer crazy. So I think the easiest way to do this is to try everything on and do a split screen of me wearing it or a full screen of me wearing it. So first up, I got my leopard print skirt. This was, again, you'll see a lot of leopard theming here. I wanted this skirt, this exact skirt from Marks and Spencer, but it was like $39.50. And again, I was like, how much use am I going to get out of a leopard print skirt? So I literally put in Marks and Spencer, leopard print skirt onto Vinted, my size 10, and one came up that was in excellent condition and it was £5. So I was like, okay, £6.50 delivered. That came within a few days. As you can see, it's perfect. I've got a Pinterest board of like spring summer outfits, different ways I can style this. In the video I've kept it quite plain, just like with a black tee and some trainers. That's the kind of vibe that I would go for anyway. Then next up, I had a leopard print dress. Again, last summer in Marks and Spencer, again, I love M&S. In Marks and Spencer, I wanted this dress, but it sold out in my size for the whole summer. So I put in leopard print t-shirt dress into Vinted with, again, so I bought a size 12 because I like a bit of room under my arms and stuff. I don't want it to be too tight. And obviously with this, you can't return it. It's not a shop. So it's like, well, if it looks a little bit big, it has a belt on it. So I thought I could just tie the belt up and make it look a bit more oversized. It'd be fine. And again, this came perfect. I absolutely love it. And it was £11. So I was like, okay. And that was delivered. I think it was like £9.50 sale price, which I didn't mind paying because I wanted it really badly. And I was prepared to pay, I think it was £29.50 or something for it in Marks and Spencer. So jobs are good. And then we go on to my Reese leopard print top. Now there is a story. So this exact top, again, this exact top I bought in the Reese sale twice. The first time it was £65 sale price. Full price was £85. And I got it, I tried it on and I loved it, but I was like, is it worth £65? If I had £65 in cash, would I part with it? Is the way I look at stuff. The answer was no, so I returned it. Then the next season, it came out again and it was £55. So it's like, I really liked it. Let's try again. Tried it again, you guessed it, it went back. So I thought, right, let's see how good Vinted actually is. I got this top delivered for £16. It was £14 full price in good condition. The lady was really honest, said she'd worn it 3 or 4 times, she'd washed it, but it was still in really good condition. It wasn't excellent because excellent is like as new, but I don't really care about that. As long as there's no holes in it, as long as it's not damaged, I genuinely don't care. This top is perfect. I snapped that bad boy up and I love it. I've worn it a few times and every time I get compliments and I ask, did you ask me where it's from? I just say Reese because it's from Reese. Then I started to think about things that I had to sell when I lost weight. So as you know, I've been doing Slimming World for like 2.5 years now. I went from a size 14 to 16 down to a size 10 to 12. Had to sell my entire wardrobe or give my entire wardrobe away. I had to get rid of everything. And there was one blazer, one that I was devastated about. And it was my Marks and Spencer stripy blazer. This blazer is so simple, but it's so chic. And the thing I love about it most is it's not blazer material. It's like a cardigan material, but it's really high quality and really stiff and structured. It looks so expensive. And I just thought, let me put stripy blazer into Marks and Spencer and see what comes up. I had this in a size 14. I wanted it in a size 12. When it came up and the lady who was wearing it, so I could see the fit of it, and it was £20 not delivered, £22 delivered. And I was like, I didn't even hesitate. I went for it. I looked at all her photos, her feedback. It was in excellent condition and it even came with a price tag on it. She had never even worn it. It had the original price tag of £39.50. And I've worn the hell out of it. It's one of those blazers, it makes me look really skinny. It's got no buttons, it just fits the body perfectly. It gives you excellent shape. Oh my God, I love it. And I'm so happy to have it back in my rotation. I wear it with skinny jeans, I wear it with blue jeans, I wear it with a skirt, anything. I love that blazer. Then again, I had a Marks and Spencer's shacket, like a shirt jacket, and it was a camo one, and I loved it. Again, it was a size 14. Now, I kept it for as long as I could possibly keep it, but I did look really unwell in it. I looked like it swamped me. So I put Marks and Spencer's shacket into the search engine on Vinted, and a few came up. There was not the exact one that I had, but this one really caught my eye. I loved the detail on it, like the studs on the shoulder blades and just the fit of it. And it's very much a kind of something to throw on in the car, going to the supermarket, like nothing you would wear to keep you warm. It's just an extra layer. And I love this. Again, it works with jeans, blue jeans, black jeans, denim, like the dark denim wash, grey. It goes with everything. So it's kind of like a beigey brown colour. This jacket was £9 delivered. It was £7.50 buy price. And everything I get sent click and collect to my local petrol station. And everything I've ordered so far has come within 3 to 7 working days easily. And that was over bank holidays as well. So I love a detailed bomber jacket, like a floral bomber jacket. I've got one that I bought from QVC, and it was from the Ruth Langsford collection, which I genuinely absolutely love it. I'll insert a video here. And I've always had a thing for these jackets. They were really big in the UK. The fashion was huge around 2015. I remember this very clearly because that's the year I started working at Nails Inc. and all the girls had them. And I never got on the bandwagon then because I was still very much in my black era. But now I'm starting to just try a bit of colour. And this one I wasn't super happy with because I'll tell you for why. The condition the lady put down as excellent. So I looked at the picture. She put it on a mannequin so I could see the fit of it and everything, but she didn't do many close-up pictures. And let me get it. She didn't do many close-up pictures, but as you can see, it's got a bit of like, it's caught on stuff because it's silky and it's caught on a few things and it's slightly bobbled. I don't know if you can see that sort of detail, but it's on the inside of the arm. And because it's such a pretty design, I was like, well, okay. And the price I paid for it, so this is F&F, which I actually believe is Tesco or Sainsbury's. It's a supermarket brand anyway, but the design on it is so gorgeous and it's such a good quality jacket that I was like, okay, I'll give feedback and I'll let her know that I wasn't delighted, but I paid £7 for it. It was delivered to me for £8.50. So I was like, do you know what? For that price, I'm not going to moan, but I did moan a little bit. But the detail is so pretty. But I just left on the feedback. It was great communication, really sent really quickly, just not quite as described. It would have been better as good condition, not excellent. And I explained why and took a few photos. She did message me and see if I wanted to return it. And I just said, no, do you know what? For the price, I'll take the hit. But just for future, like, people might not be as understanding as me and they might want to return it. So, you know, you do what you can do. And finally is my green cardigan. And this cardigan, again, I have this cardigan in black, but I wanted it in colour because, as we've established now, I'm getting a bit more into colour. I really love a khaki green, and it was an accident. I basically put into the search engine long cardigans size 10, and it was something to wear in the transitional period between spring and summer, spring and autumn, those kind of periods. I wanted to leave it in my office at work to throw over a t-shirt if I suddenly get cold. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And this came up and I was like, I've got that cardigan. And when I received it, it was the exact same cardigan, just in green. So I was really excited. But this cardigan I paid £4 for. It came to me for £6 delivered. I mean, you genuinely can't go wrong. She marked it down as good condition, and to be honest, it's excellent condition. There was nothing wrong with it. Everything I've received has been freshly washed and like smells very clean. Obviously, as soon as I get it, I throw everything in the washing machine anyway, because, you know, just makes you feel better, doesn't it? But everything, I've had such a good experience with every single thing that I've bought. And when I look at something in shops now, I'm like, and I go onto Vinted first and see if I can find the same thing or a similar thing, because fashion's changed so quickly. People now wear something once, get photos with it. Oh, sorry, Doris just climbed my very expensive trousers. Say hi. Say hello. Say hello to people. Yes, there they are. So, come here, go. Sorry, where were we? Yes, so the green cardigan was a massive win. But every time I go into a shop now, I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can get that on Vinted. Because, as I say, fast fashion. People wear something once, throw it on Instagram, then they sell it because someone's seen them out in it, they can't possibly wear it again. And it just seems like clothes have no value. Like jackets that I've literally paid 50, 60 quid for are on there for £4. Like, it's ridiculous, and the quality is good. People aren't going to buy something that's battered. So I mean, it's a win-win situation. So now I literally, if I see something in a shop, I actually look for it before I buy something, which is crazy and brilliant. I mean, you know, let's all save tons of money on clothes. And it's the same thing. Like, it's not going to do the high street much good because, you know, obviously they need the money, but there's a cost of living crisis, guys. If someone said to me, do you want this exact same thing for £50 or £5? Guess which I'm going to do? Of course. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried Vinted. What are your finds? What have you found that's amazing? Let me know below. I want to hear. And tune in next week for a new video. Thanks so much for watching. Anyway, I found